Hello, everybody. This is Anna Laura Brown, certified holistic health coach and essential oil educator and trainer. And I have been using essential oils since, dabbling around since about 2008 and then using them very seriously since 2011. So I have quite a bit of experience in using essential oils and teaching other people about essential oils. And today I wanted to share with you about 5 people who should not use aromatherapy. This is a question that I've seen asked quite a bit, is who should not be using aromatherapy. So I'm going to answer that question today and tell you 5 people who I really feel like should not be using aromatherapy. So the first one, and this one does have a little bit of a caveat to it that I will explain it, but the first one is people who are undergoing chemotherapy. So the tricky thing when you have with essential oils and aromatherapy with people who are undergoing chemotherapy is that the essential oils can cross out chemo and can intermix in a way that you don't want to happen. So if you are currently undergoing chemotherapy or you know someone else who is, the only exception to this would be that some hospitals are starting to use some forms of essential oils by like diffusing or potentially giving a patient a few drops on a cotton ball after a treatment, that kind of thing. And that's okay, obviously, because these are medical professionals that have been trained in knowing exactly what kinds of essential oils to use and when with a patient who is on chemo. But otherwise, patients who are undergoing chemo, in most cases, have to wait till their chemo's over to use aromatherapy, or they have to use it only during their break in between treatments and not during their chemo or the day before or the day after. So that's another common question I get asked from time to time is what about essential oils or aromatherapy and chemotherapy? So that answers that. Okay, the number 2 is of who should not use aromatherapy is people who aren't going to take the time to learn about aromatherapy and essential oils. The reality is that while essential oils, when you take it one step at a time, are not super complicated to learn about, there is a lot that you can learn about them. And if you're going to use aromatherapy, you need to take the time to educate yourself, read books, watch trainings, get some help from somebody else who has a lot more experience with essential oils, and really just educate yourself about them, or you really shouldn't be using aromatherapy. Okay, the number 3 is people who are on a lot of prescription medications. Now, in theory, I have to say that essential oils and aromatherapy don't really interact with a lot of prescription medications. However, there are some instances in which the interactions between them are unknown, or they could potentially even do things like make the medication work better, and then you might need less of it. And unfortunately, most doctors are not trained enough to understand how to help patients who are on essential oils and different prescription medications. So it can be just really, really tricky. Personally, the only prescription drug that I take is levothyroxine for my Hashimoto's, my thyroid. And so, that's not a problem in my case. But if I were to be on like a lot of other prescription drugs, then I would really have to be careful and really watch it. So, if you are in a situation where you are on a lot of prescription drugs and would like to start doing aromatherapy, you're going to have to be really, really careful and see if you can find some kind of a doctor or practitioner who is educated in essential oils and then, of course, also knows the prescription drug world and is able to help you, because the challenge there, too, is that most of us that are trained in aromatherapy and essential oils really don't know that much about prescription drugs. So, it's kind of the two-sided coin. You either know about the aromatherapy and the oils or you know about the drugs, and not a whole lot of people know about both. So that gets really, really tricky there. Okay, so I err on the side of caution and say that if you're on, a lot, I would say more than 1 or 2, then you need to really, really be careful and potentially not even use aromatherapy. Okay, the number 4 would be people who buy their essential oils from Walmart, Target, and Amazon, etc. So I will link the video that I did about why you should never buy essential oils from Walmart, and this is another really common question, but if you're going to buy your essential oils from there, I'm just going to come right out and say it, they're really only good for cleaning, if that even. So, you shouldn't be diffusing them, you shouldn't be using them. And so if that's where you're going to buy your essential oils from, then you shouldn't be doing aromatherapy. I'm sorry, that's just, they're junk. And if you want to know more why, then watch my other video. Okay, the number 5, it's people who expect essential oils to be a magic pill. these people shouldn't use aromatherapy either. The reality is that while essential oils are great and they can help with a lot of different enhancement of your health and wellness, they are not a magic pill. They are not something that's going to immediately cause you to lose a ton of weight or immediately fix all of your health problems and challenges and make it so that you don't have to exercise anymore or eat healthy or you don't have to go to the doctor or any of these things. They're just merely a tool to help you live a healthier, wellness lifestyle and to enable you to, in some cases, be able to reduce your visits to the doctor. But does not mean that you never have to go or that you don't have to take charge of your life and change other habits in regards to your own health. So again, let me repeat those again. The 5 people who should not use aromatherapy, in my opinion. Number 1, people undergoing chemotherapy, people who aren't going to take the time to learn about aromatherapy and essential oils, people who are on a lot of prescription medications, people who buy their essential oils from Walmart, Target, Amazon, etc., and 5, people who expect essential oils to be a magic pill. So I hope you found this interesting. If you would like to have a conversation with me and learn more about essential oils and aromatherapy, you will find the link below this video so you can fill out that page and we will be in touch. Thanks and have a good rest of your day.